Hey everybody, and welcome back to Mudflap's movie reviews. My name is Mudflap, and today I will be discussing the Netflix original movie, The Adam Project. Let's get started. The Adam Project is directed by Shawn Levy, and it stars Ryan Reynolds, Mark Ruffalo, Walker Scobell, Zoe Saldana, and Jennifer Garner. This movie starts off where we see 12-year-old Adam Reed, who is sitting outside the principal's office for getting in a fight again. We see that he doesn't have really any friends. He gets bullied a lot, but he's also just getting over the loss of his father, who passed away only a year ago, and dealing with that. And his mom, who's portrayed by Jennifer Garner, is trying to balance her life as well with work and taking care of her son. Adam doesn't seem to really appreciate all the stuff that his mother is trying to do and trying to work through her grief as well. And then one day, Adam's future self from 28 years into the future comes crash landing into his life. His future Adam, who is from the year 2050, was on his way back to 2018 to prevent something terrible from happening, but his ship was damaged from people shooting at it, and he ended up landing in 2022, where he encounters a much younger version of himself. And that's where the adventure begins. I have to say, I'm not really a huge fan of time travel movies that much, and my brain just stops working when it comes to time travel in general. I've seen enough time travel movies to understand it, but what I liked about this movie a lot was it approached time travel in a very different way from traditional ways where you can't go back into the past or into the future and encounter yourself without creating a paradox. But as we found out, the Adam Project is actually named after Adam, Adam's father, who was played by Mark Ruffalo. Ironically, had a lot to do with time travel in Avengers Endgame, but he came up with the idea of particle acceleration and fixed time. These are both the two important concepts that make this time travel possible, so these paradoxes don't exist. Fixed time, I had to go back and look at it again, because I'm like, I want to be able to speak on this with as much expertise as I can. I mean, I have no expertise in this at all. But when I explain fixed time, it was pretty simple. Fixed time is just where you're from. So this Adam from 2050, played by Ryan Reynolds, his fixed time is 2050. And the younger Adam, who's played by Walker Scobell, is 2022. 2022 is his fixed time. So that's why they can travel back and forth, because they are rooted in one particular spot in time, and that's what makes this whole time travel concept different from everything else. It is a little confusing, I won't lie, but I understood it for the most part, so I thought that was a really cool way of showing us a different way to approach time travel. So Shawn Levy is a genius for coming up with that idea. And I really, really like the chemistry between Walker Scobell and Ryan Reynolds. The casting for the young Adam was spot on. His comedy, his timing, his just exchanges with Ryan Reynolds was perfect. I mean, I hope this kid has a bright future ahead and a whole bunch of movies, because this was a really good start for Walker Scobell. And of course, Ryan Reynolds just lights up the screen. He's a funny dude. He just overachieves everything, excels at every movie that he's in. We got to see Zoe Saldana, very talented woman. She portrayed Adam's wife, who he actually went back into the past to find. And then, of course, there's always a villain, and the villain is Mark Ruffalo's partner for his Adam Project. So, yeah, this movie really made me think differently about how time travel works. Netflix is really setting the bar on this one. A lot of people really seem to love this movie. It's received a lot of great reception. People just can't stop talking about it, and I am definitely one of those people who just really enjoyed it. I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10 Mudflaps. Like I said, I'm not really a huge time travel fan, but this movie approached it in a different way that I actually found it really enjoyable, and I wasn't confused. You know, pretty much most of the time I understood what was going on. The ending was a little bit confusing, but I'm gonna look more into that and how the director Shawn Levy explains how the ending actually happened. It's a happy ending, but that's all I'll say. And I'm really happy with this movie. So yeah, if you haven't seen The Adam Project yet, it's on Netflix. It's been out for a couple days now, and I highly recommend it when you got some downtime. See it with your friends or family. It's a really, really enjoyable movie. Before you go, drop in the comments what's your favorite time travel movie? And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time.